So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Crime Story, 1993. This is going to be another Jackie Chan flick. I'm giving it 4 to 5 stars. I thought it was pretty decent. We like early Jackie Chan stuff more so than latter stuff, which reminds me I have to watch 1911 next, and I have my son for 4 hours today and tomorrow, so I'll probably get through this pretty quick. But I bet you'll have bonus features. There it is. 1911. So I gotta get through that. Then I've got an Adrian mention here. It just came in the mail today. Waiting a long time for this. Amityville 2, The Possession. Looks like it might be scratched. Nothing going on there. I think the difference is widescreen and full screen. Front, that's the difference between the front and back of Amityville 2, The Possession. So I've got those. I had a crazy day. My son's phone completely crapped out after 3 years. The alarm didn't go off, so I woke up at like almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Usually I wake up at 5 a.m. to get ready. So I was running late for work. I get there and I can't get into my work email because of the two-step authentication. Well, my work email is tied to the dead phone. So I end up going back and forth between Metro PCS. I take the day off PTO, obviously, because I can't do much in the office without a personal cell. And then I head back to the Metro PCS store. They tell me to go to the Apple store. The Apple store tells me to make an appointment. And so I make an appointment. They said the battery might be dead, but it might be a defective part that's happening with the iPhone 6 in general. And they want to charge me like $250 to put in a new battery in the dead phone, which might not work, in which case I'd have to pay another $300 to replace the iPhone 6, which is $350. So I said, forget it. I can get a $50 Android at the Metro PCS store, so that's precisely what I did. I got the cheapo Metro PCS so-called upgrade, and now I'm back to Android. The funny thing is that my son was in love with Apple back in 2018. Now he hates Apple because they banned Parler.
Right? It was my favorite app at the time.
Parler was his favorite app last year, and they banned it. Anyways, enough about cell phone rigmarole. When all was said and done, when I got all the protective stuff and the cell replacement charge and everything, it was $130, and I ended up spending like $82 at Safeway to stock up on pepperoni pizza for our vacation next week, among other things. Lots of bacon and cherry flavored yogurt for next week. So I got that taken care of, but I didn't get all my grocery shopping done, and I was actually late picking him up because I was in the middle of my grocery shopping. I got most of it done, but Still got to get my tortilla chips at Rainbow Grocery and my Himalayan pink salt dark chocolate. So, it's been a crazy day. I just threw in my laundry. I cooked some chili. I cooked myself some ghost pepper rice noodle combo just to get rid of some of the rice that I haven't been eating. It's been sitting there in the freezer for a long time. So getting back to crime story, it's a pretty decent action movie. It doesn't have the comedy, but it's got the soap opera going, which I didn't particularly care for, and the ending was kind of didn't make sense. I don't want to spoil the ending, but let's just say there's some editing problems. I think Jackie Chan had to say in the editing process, if I understood the director correctly, he was disappointed at the final product. And I kind of don't blame him. It's a good movie, but it's not a great movie, in my opinion. The editing is choppy. The story doesn't make too much sense towards the end. And you got the soap opera factor, which the director actually approved. Jackie Chan has to go see a head shrinker. He's a Hong Kong police dude again. His favorite role, I guess, in Hong Kong movies. And he has to see a head shrinker because I guess he feels guilty or something, or he doesn't like to see dead bodies, or what. I don't know what's going on. He's kind of squeamish, but he's got the killer kung fu moves, great fight scenes, lots of cool looking explosions in Hong Kong. And then you got the police corruption with the dude from Ip Man 2 and Ip Man 3. The chubby Chinese dude. So this Chinese billionaire guy in Hong Kong gets kidnapped. And the ransom is like $60 million, which is like 500 million Hong Kong dollars or something. And so Jackie Chan is assigned the case with the fat corrupt cop from Ip Man 2 and Ip Man 3. And which I have not seen, but they are on my Netflix queue next to my Japanese fan who mentioned in the comments for I think it was Dr. Lamb or something, and that was pretty cool. I haven't seen him posting comments in a long time, but I guess he's still floating around. He's waiting for me to do Cat 5 movie reviews, rated X movies in the US. Guy's pretty cool when it comes to taste in movies. And not that Karate Man and Adrian are cool, but he's kind of a guy. He's kind of more into the extreme stuff, if you know what I mean. So, so Jackie Chan flies to Taiwan to go after the kidnappers, and the victim wife keeps giving the kidnappers money, even though Jackie Chan told her not to. So her husband is like stringed up on some kind of chain in some ship somewhere, and the fat corrupt cop is in on it from Ip Man 2 and Ip Man 3. So So Jackie Chan goes after them. I don't know how to explain the ending again, but there's a Jackie Chan goes aboard the ship, picks up some pieces of paper like 7-Eleven receipts. When he's hanging out at 7-Eleven, it just so happens to be the kidnapper's den, and there's a bunch of gunfire, very dangerous, flammable kind of area. And so the gunfire starts this huge explosion in Hong Kong business area. And Jackie Chan just happens to rescue the kid along the way. The chubby, corrupt police guy gets killed in the fire. And lots of scenes where Jackie Chan is holding the hand of the injured officer who got injured during the high-speed police chase with the motorcycle cop and the kidnappers and the victims. So a lot of decent action in this one. Police corruption, cool explosions. What else? Oh, lots of good fight scenes. Pretty decent overall. Like I said, 4 out of 5 stars. I'm not gonna say highly recommend it or check it out, but it's definitely better than some of the stuff that I've been watching lately from Jackie Chan, like Around the World in 80 Days. Now I'm gonna watch 1911. So that's the plan. I'm almost at the point where I can do like 3 or 4 movie reviews a day. That is, if I don't take these long 2-hour naps during my vacation. Anyways, that's the end of my review. Laters.